Hey!
Hello.
Welcome back.
That's right.
Looks like we come together for Brad Pitt movies.
Brad Pitt World War II movies, yeah.
And World War II movies and Brad Pitt movies, and this
yeah.
one's got both.
Yeah.
It wasn't the last movie, fucking By the Sea.
Oh god, it was
that we
By the
reviewed.
Sea. Was it?
Actually, this is the second World War II Brad Pitt movie we reviewed because we were also at Fury.
Yeah, Fury. Yeah. God, yeah.
I think it was By the Sea.
It was By the Sea. Was the last one I was in. Yeah. Oh man.
This movie's better than
this one's yeah. Just by a little bit, I mean it's oh god.
Part of me wonders like if rewatching By the Sea would like be relatively interesting now. Like
Well, yeah, actually seeing a broken relationship.
Yeah, but then I remember how fucking boring that movie was.
The intellectual stimulation from seeing, a couple actually on the verge of divorce versus having to sit through that stinker for 110 minutes or whatever the hell long it was again.
It felt like a fucking eternity.
Oh,
and
God.
Brad Pitt makes better World War II movies than Angelina Jolie does.
That's for sure.
No, this movie's fine.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was it was like honestly the plot is pretty much it doesn't go a whole lot further as far as what you kind of see from the trailer or the preview. He has to figure out whether or not his wife is actually a spy. But it's the way it's done, the nuanced, the acting, those things are phenomenal. And direction, of course, from Robert Zemeckis.
It's not Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No.
Which is it's kind of been compared to in terms of, and I honestly see that on face value. The tone is wildly different. It's not the same kind of movie. It's not a big action movie. It's not a comedy.
No.
Like that film was. It's a good mystery because a lot of the suspense in it comes from whether or not the wife is a spy. And
they are spies, but is she the double agent actually working for the Germans? And so and it's just beautifully put together, and this love story that they have of their life together that they build together, and it's it's very and again it builds to the tension of whether or not she is, and the clues that are there that say that she could be, or the clues that say that she couldn't be, and it's and how he has to figure it out. A lot of it's again, like I said, in the performance, like Brad Pitt's performance. There's moments where he's at the kitchen table, and it's just a long shot that stays on him, but you can see the wheels turning. Yeah, you can see him thinking, and it's like and that's. A lot of the movie is that. There are action sequences. There are some things.
Totally, because you gotta love Brad Pitt killing a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah, it's like, Brad Pitt just killing the fuck out of some Nazis.
The trilogy is complete. Inglourious Bastards, Fury, and now this. And Brad Pitt is just always going to be 35 years old.
He is pretty much perpetually that. Yeah.
What? He's in his 50s now, right? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He's a damn good-looking man. And he never ages and never changes. So
it's like he technically looks a little older than he did in 7 and 12 Monkeys, but maybe 5 years older.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's it's solid direction, solid performances in it. There were some issues that I had with a lot of it that kind of did have to do with the romance in this movie, and it's kind of what keeps me from calling this a great movie. It's a damn good movie, don't get me wrong. It's very entertaining. It's unpredictable. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know where it was going to go. I didn't know where it was going to turn out. Their romance happens fairly abrupt in this film.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say that they have bad chemistry. They don't. They have great chemistry together. It feels more so in the first act of this movie when they're in Casablanca that it feels like there's just scenes deleted, because it does kind of go from they're on this mission. They're really not necessarily looking or thinking of each other sexually. They're just kind of on this mission together. And then they bang in the sandstorm, which was a pretty good scene.
That was a pretty cool scene. Yeah.
They bang in the sandstorm, and okay, right on. And then once their mission's complete, it kind of jumps into him.
Yeah, he just kind of, says, well, you need to come to London and be my wife.
Yeah, and I didn't know, like, okay, is he asking her to do another mission?
Yeah,
or?
it was a little like, okay, yeah, so.
And then the next scene, they're getting married, they're having a kid together, and
Right.
really, like, it could have used either punching up, or maybe there were scenes deleted. I don't know, but something.
It felt like the decision was made that, since the movie's about is she a double agent or not, they had to get there faster.
Which
like, it is unfortunate because you're right. It's like they probably you're honestly, you're exactly right. There probably are scenes either in the script form or in the actually shot
there's gotta be.
that were deleted that got rid of building their relationship. Mm-hmm. It was just like they went on a mission together and they're in love, now they're together, and then now here's the rest of the movie.
Kind of happens.
Yeah.
And because of that, adding some extra stuff, like actually gradually building up their relationship and really showing that they did fall in love with each other during this mission, would have made this a great film.
Yeah.
With a lot of that stuff missing, when it got to the point to where they're saying to Brad Pitt, like, she might be a double agent working for the Germans, I was like, yeah, okay, like, it does kind of feel like you barely know her.
Right, yeah. That's the thing, is that, like, because, he's coming from the point is, she's my wife, she's the mother of my child, she's everything, we went on this mission together, we were almost killed together, of course she's my wife, and she can't be a spy. But you're right, we are sitting there saying, well, it's kind of hard not to see where the British intelligence guys are coming from there. It's like,
totally.
She might be a spy, man.
Yeah, totally. And Brad Pitt's great in this movie, and you're right when you say, like, when you just look at how he's acting with his face and with his eyes, you see the frustration,
no
you
dialogue,
see the worry.
No dialogue, it's there,
it's great. But if that romance was punched up a lot in the first act of this movie, I would have totally gotten it a lot more than I did. The character's situation, because as it was, I was like, I really never saw you guys fall in love. Like, if I did, this would be a lot more heartbreaking than it is.
And that's eventually, like, it got more heartbreaking just because there was a kid involved.
Oh, the ending of this movie is legitimately sad.
It's wonderfully done.
Yeah,
but
it is.
But you are right in that it's this kind of idea that, had I, having my own, young daughter, it's like seeing a baby on screen now makes me, it affects me in a stupid way that it didn't used to.
Yeah.
So just thinking about, the baby and how heartbreaking it is for what could be happening for that baby. Mm-hmm. But you are right. It's kind of this whole idea of, well, dude, either she's a spy or you're a spy or something. There's it's like, okay, something's up.
Yeah.
And you're right. You wanted more of that, to, like, you just be as in love with her as much as he is.
Yeah.
So that way, as he's going through this heart-wrenching, trying to get evidence, but then somebody gets killed, and then he can't, he loses his evidence.
The poor guy.
Yeah,
although, in the scene where he was talking to the blind guy, and he shows the picture, and the guy's like, my retina's detached, I had one eye blown out, I only see, like, white. That scene kind of ends, and in my head, I was like, well, you could have asked him what she looked like.
Right.
It's like just one line of dialogue.
And it's true, because, like, he goes in later, he, like, goes on this secret mission and behind the enemy lines in France, and the guy, and he does, again, that guy doesn't necessarily say what she looks like, he says what she could do.
Yeah.
So you think the blind guy could have said, oh, by the way, she can do this.
Yeah, or the blind guy could be just like, that's not really even writing yourself into a corner. It's more just like, add a couple lines of dialogue. Like, he asks the blind guy, okay, what does she look like? And if he says brown hair and over so much height, like, okay, like...
but then he'd have to go, well, that doesn't really help me.
Well, no, I agree with that. Like, that wouldn't solve anything. Right, but, like... I think that's what anyone would do in that situation. They would ask the guy, like, what does the girl look like? I know you can't see this picture, but what does the girl look like?
You gotta remember what she looked like. You gotta remember this or that, So
Yeah, but there are great scenes in this movie, like when they break into that jail to ask the drunk guy questions about her. That's a great scene. The party scene is fantastic. There is really, really cool shit in this movie.
Really, really cool scenes.
And it has like actors in it that like it's a greatly cast movie to the point to where like the guy who was the Nazi, who was with the deck of cards,
Hager, whatever his name was.
Yeah,
Hager.
I swear I've seen him play a Nazi before in things. I think he might have been in Inglourious Basterds.
He looks like he could have been in Inglourious Basterds. Absolutely, yeah.
Like, there's just a certain kind of actor where it's like, that guy would play a really good Nazi in a movie. And I feel like I've seen this guy play a Nazi before in things. I'm pretty sure I saw him in Inglourious Basterds. Or hell, like the guy who was that creepy dude who was not a Nazi, but he was the one who was the higher up. Who was
the British intelligence agent guy with the glasses.
With the glasses,
who's grilling him.
Who just looks straight out of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It's watching it. I'm like, was everybody really creepy in World War II? Because that's what these movies teach me. Like they teach me that like. Okay, if you follow around one hero, that hero will be really charismatic and like dashing and handsome and everything. But the side characters are going to be really creepy no matter what side they're on. That was a great scene in the movie.
Yeah, there are just a lot of really good scenes.
No, there are. There totally
There's a lot of really good scenes and really well done and really and I mean, it's interesting to still see movies about World War II that are still interesting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's a topic that's been done a lot.
Yeah, oh Lord,
especially, I mean, it starts out with a spy in Casablanca.
Yeah.
That's sort of been done before.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. So,
in that 70s TV series called Casablanca.
Right, yeah.
That one. That's what everybody remembers.
That's what everybody remembers. That's what first thing they think.
No, like, and plus just sprawling across different genres too, not just like a movie like this, it's like a suspense thriller, but also like comedies like 1941 or exploitation films. Boy, are there plenty. Fucking remember, what was that fucking one we watched? Like Achtung, the Desert Tigers, the Richard Harrison one, where like the fucking guard tower had its own theme music.
Yeah, they used the same shot of the guard tower.
Same shot of the guard tower.
And then it had its own theme music. And
it's like 20 times in this movie it did that. It cuts to this stock shot of a guard tower, just some fucking Ilsa lady pops up, because of course.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, because it was like the weird prison exploitation film.
Yeah.
And then like the last 30 minutes had like surprisingly high production value war scenes.
Well, half of it was like stock footage of other war movies.
I guess, a lot of stock. But they had enough of their own stuff in there. It's like, somebody spent money on some explosives.
Yeah.
In this weird prison, exploitation film.
Oh, they always had explosives laying around in that,
I'm sure.
in exploitation movies. I think it was Reb Brown who told the story about working on Strike Commando with the Bruno Mattei. What the fuck? This jogging guy.
It's like, it's 12:30.
So it's just a big bearded guy jogging in shorts.
There's like a hipster logger looking guy in jogging shorts. It's like 40 degrees.
When you gotta run, you gotta run.
Gotta get my reps in, bro.
What was this?
What the hell are we talking about?
The Strike Commando. Right, how could I forget Strike Commando?
Oh, God.
Like, Red Brown one point was talking about, like, how I think they were supposed to shoot in a boat and then it just blew up or something. And then the director was like, "Well, that's crazy. Boy, hope we got that on film."
Well, hope that was it.
Wacky Italian exploitation films.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Hell, even the Brad Pitt World War II movies have different tones to them too. This has a wildly different tone than Inglourious Basterds.
Or even Fury. I mean,
Fury, which is more of an action movie.
Yeah, an intense, like, raw, gritty action movie. And then you got Inglourious Basterds, which is more like an exploitation film.
Yeah.
And then this, which is just it's a very subtle and nuanced movie.
It is.
You know, there's really no big score.
Yeah.
There's no big, I mean, the action is there, but it's not over the top kind of action sort of things.
No, and it is realistic too.
Yeah,
like when people get shot in the head, it's not that it's like
gratuitous
or it's not Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh god.
Like, there's not like fucking maggots just crawling out of corpses' assholes and things. Like, just like, little
right,
streams of blood that come out and
well, and like, I mean,
packs a punch.
it's I mean, a very quiet movie too. I mean, there's a lot of scenes. I mean, the first like 5 minutes of the movie, there's hardly any dialogue. It's just very, very quiet and nuanced and subtle. But very effective. A lot of what it does. So
no, there is great camera work in this film. Like that one where it's one shot of when Brad Pitt's in the plane and the plane is off and it's coming down and then it lands, and in one shot they make it look like Brad Pitt was just flying this plane all along because it opens up and it's Brad Pitt. It's well done.
Yeah.
No, I would say this is worth like a. I would say it's easily worth a matinee screening, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I mean, the thing is that from the previews that we saw, it's obvious it's Oscar season.
Absolutely.
It's Oscar season, so everybody's going to be limping to the barn with every damn thing they can with a, big, performance-based Oscar bait type of thing. And this is right up there with it.
Yeah.
And deservedly in a lot of cases, I think.
I could see this getting, like...
It's got to get nods for certain things.
Maybe some technical stuff, like cinematography, which is damn good. Like, that's a great shot when, like, they're having that picnic and they're putting the British flag over the Nazi plane that gets shot down. I could see this getting some technical nods. I mean, we certainly got trailers for upcoming stuff.
That's all Oscar bait.
Silence, the Martin Scorsese. Collateral Beauty, which I don't know what to make of that. Like, it's could...
like Pursuit of Happiness, only he's rich.
You're right, yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. Like, it's... Irving and I were talking about this, where it's like every time this year is the movie where Will Smith is a damn good actor, but like every time this year there's the one that comes out where it's like he does really want that Oscar really bad.
He's going for it.
And this could that movie could go either way. It could be really good, or it could be like really cynical Oscar bait, like extremely loud and incredibly close.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see.
What else? There's like Fences. The Denzel Washington one.
Good.
Like, Denzel Washington, Viola Davis. That could be good.
Patriots Day.
Patriots Day. Yeah.
I like Peter Berg.
Another Peter Berg, Mark Wahlberg.
Where bad shit happens.
It's like, eventually, if you see Mark Wahlberg at a big event, get out of there.
Yeah, especially if Peter Berg is filming.
Peter Berg is filming. Oh shit!
Like Wahlberg will probably be fine, but a bunch of other people will get fucked up. Trouble. Jesus Christ! That looks pretty good, Oz. I really like Deepwater Horizon.
All right. I mean, with Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg's going to survive. He'll be the lone survivor.
There was literally a movie about him being the only survivor.
Oh my God! It's hipster beard guy. He's back.
Val McKees, bro.
Val McKees, heading back. Didn't bring enough pants. Yeah, he's got like the long sleeve shirt, like the knit hat and gloves, and no pants. Like he's got like shorts.
Fuck, like
what? I mean,
I went back and
where the hell did he come from?
The Freddy's restaurant.
The Freddy's or something. I mean, like what hipster commune is somewhere out in this cornfield?
I stepped outside earlier in like my track pants and a t-shirt and my flannel to just walk a couple blocks to a mailbox. Instantly went back inside because I was like, it's a little brisk out here. Let me put my jeans on and grab my coat. This guy's props.
More power to him.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot more exercise than I did today. But
same. Well, I don't know. I did walk to the mailbox.
He's also wearing a lot more pants than he is, though. So
yeah, we're a lot warmer than he is.
That's true.
See, you're gonna come back to Springfield for the next Brad Pitt movie.
That's right. Next time Brad Pitt does a World War II movie, I gotta fly back to Springfield.
Or I'll fly out to LA.
There you go.
Actually, yeah, it'll be my turn.
That's right,
we,
it's your turn.
We reviewed, fuck, was it Beyond the Sea or Beyond
By the Sea.
By the Sea.
By the Sea, yeah.
Beyond the Sea was the Bobby Darin thing.
Yeah.
By the Sea. I'll fly out to, or yeah, I flew out to LA when we reviewed that, so it's my
That's
turn
right,
to
your
go
turn
out
to
to
come
LA.
out.
Shit. Better be good.
Last time it wasn't.
Yeah, it'll probably be shit now because the ones we see out there suck.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts about it?
Final thoughts. It's interesting, to see, kind of a spy thriller that was done to be very, the spy thriller done, very nuanced and this, kind of exploring this idea of, family and, and love and, and not done in like a mystery. Oh God! Oh, the music.
Nice.
So
suddenly content ID on the video.
Shit, great.
After 1 second. After 1 second.
1 second of some song.
Fuck! I didn't even know what the song was.
I didn't know it either, but yeah, no, it came on. Anyway, not done in a comical or high action sort of way. Done as a more nuanced, character driven thriller. So
yeah,
interesting to see.
Yeah, it has modern day special effects in it, but the pacing and the tone of it was certainly more like a early mid '90s like suspense thriller, period suspense thriller.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining movie. It's suspenseful. It's well acted. I thought it could have been punched up a little bit more, but as it is, it's perfectly fine for like a matinee. Or honestly, even if you paid more than that, you won't. For me, anyway, it's like, yeah, this would be worth a matinee screening. But honestly, if you pay more to see it, you won't. I don't think you'll be pissed off about it.
No, it's not disappointing. It's just oh my God. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. No, this car is telling me I have to turn the car on, not the battery. Anyway, the point is. Okay, now it's coming on. Anyway, so as the car starts up, I don't think you'd be pissed off by seeing this movie. I think it's just, you're right. It's just kind of like, well, I kind of really wish we would have seen a little bit more of that, but ultimately I think it was enjoyable.
Yeah, ultimately it's a very enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
See it.